John has to tile the kitchen floor. It measures 500 centimeters long by 400 centimeters wide. So this is the kitchen floor, 500 centimeters long by 400 centimeters wide. The tiles are square and each side measures 20 centimeters. So this floor, this kitchen floor, is to be tiled. The tiles that will be laid on this kitchen floor measure 20 centimeters by 20 centimeters. The tiles are square. So if I just quickly sketch a tile, the tiles are 20 centimeter by 20 centimeter, because it clearly says here the tiles are square. Now the first question asks us, question A, how many tiles will fit along the 500 centimeter side? So along this side, how many of these tiles can I fit? Well, think about it. If I'm laying these tiles along here, right, how many tiles can I fit all together? Think about it. Each tile is 20 centimeters wide. So 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. How many times will 20 go into 500? That's all we need to work out. So all we need to do for A is just do 500 divided by 20. And I can easily do that just using the column method, the bus stop method. 500 goes inside the bus stop because it is the dividend, the divisor is 20. How many 20s are there in 5? None. How many 20s are there in 50? Clearly in 50 there are 2 20s. 2 times 20 is 40. The remainder is 10. Bring the 0 down. How many 20s are there in 100? Clearly there are exactly 5 20s because 5 times 20 is 100 and the remainder is 0, nothing. So 25 tiles. So I can fit 25 tiles along the 500 centimeter side, the length. Along the length of this floor I can fit 25 tiles. Now let's do question B. In question B it says how many tiles will fit along the 400 centimeter side? So along this side. So along this side, if I were to fit the tiles, how many of them can I fit? Well, think about it. It's just like the previous question. Each tile that I lay down here, the height or the width of the tile is 20. So that's 20, 20, 20, 20. How many 20s will go into 400? Again, this is just a division, which is just going to be 400 divided by 20. And I can just actually even do this as a fraction, like this. Cancel out the 0 there. 40 divided by 2. 40 divided by 2 is just 20. So my answer is 20. So 20 tiles will fit along the width of the floor. Now the last question asks us, question C, how many tiles will be needed all together? So to cover the entire floor, how many tiles will be needed? Well, think about it. If I need 25 tiles along this side and I need 20 tiles along the width, how many do I need all together? Well, it is just simply 25 times 20, and that will give me the total number of tiles. So C is just 25 times 20, which is just 2 times 25 is 50. Add the 0, that's 500 tiles will be needed all together to cover the entire floor. Now, another way I could have done question C would be to calculate the area of the entire floor first. So this is a rectangle, so the area of the entire floor to be covered is just 500 times 400. So the area of the entire floor is just 500 times 400, which is 5 times 4 is 20. How many zeros are there? There are 4 zeros there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So the area of the entire floor is just 200,000 centimeter squared. Now, what is the area of each tile? The area of each tile is just 20 by 20. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 zeros there, so that's 400 centimeter squared. To work out how many tiles will be needed to cover the entire floor, the area of the entire floor is 200,000 centimeters squared. The area of each tile is 400 centimeters squared. All I need to do is see how many of those 400 centimeter squared tiles go into the total area. I repeat, how many 400s go into the 200,000 centimeter squared, because these 400 centimeter squares are covering the floor here. So all we need to do, 200,000 divided by 400 to work out how many tiles we need. So that is just 200,000 divided by 400. I can cancel out the 0 there, cancel out this 0, this 0. I'm left with 2,000 divided by 4, which is just 500. How did I do this in my head? Well, if I'm dividing by 4, it's just the same as halving 2,000 and then halving it again. Or you can just do this by what's 20 divided by 4? 20 divided by 4 is just 5, and you've got the 2 zeros left there, so that's 500. So I'll need 500 tiles to cover the entire floor, and as you can see, it is exactly the same answer as we had there. 500 tiles, exactly the same answer. It says here, Bill has to plant 800 plants at the garden centre. He puts 28 plants in each row. So I just want you to visualize this. He has 800 plants in total, and he's planting 28 plants in each row. So if you imagine this as a plant, another plant, another plant, another plant, another plant, all together in a row, he will have 28 plants. And then he'll have another row, again, of consisting of 28 plants, and another row of 28 plants. And the question is, how many rows does he plant and how many plants are left over? So if in each row there are 28 plants and we have a total of 800, effectively the question is, how many 28s go into 800? So we do 800 divided by 28. How many 28s are there in 8? None. How many 8s are there in 80? In 80 there are two lots of 28. 2 times 28 is 56. The remainder here is 0 take away 6, can't do that, borrow from there, 7, 10 take away 6 is 4, 7 take away 5 is 2, 24. Bring this down here. How many 28s are there in 240? In 240, can't be 10, because 10 times 28 is 280. There are actually 8 lots, because 28 times 8, 28 times 8, 8 times 8 is 64, carry the 6 there. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 6 is 22. So that becomes 224. And the remainder here now is 16. So, what does this mean? This means that he can have 28 rows and he'll have 16 plants that are left over. Now the second question asks, how many more plants will he need to make one more row? Well, with the 16 plants that are left over, remember he needs 28 plants in a row to make a full complete row. So if he only has 16, how many more does he need? Well, that's 28 minus 16. 8 take away 6 is 2, 2 to 1 is 1, so 12. He needs 12 more plants, and we're done.